got 1 minute. So playing in grey for Granite City, the Northern Fights, we have 0-5 Crimson Chaos, 0-9 Rock and Riot, 1-7 Barack Obama, 1-9 Udder Mayhem, 2-7 Unfairly, 3-1-4 Lizzie Rascal, 3-6-0 Kamitaze, 3-6-9 Showtime, 4-0-7 Joe Mama, and 5-8-9 Bex Rated.
And playing in yellow we have Bath Roller Derby Girls, 1-0 Little Sister, 1-0-9 Skatelyn, 1-1-0-7 Skull and Cross Jones, 1-2-4-4 Rivzilla, 1-7 Conway the Barbarian, 1-7-6 Suffragette, 1-7-8-5 Thorn Supremacy, 1-8 Riptease, 2 The Assassinator, 2-1-2 Anna Mull, 2-3-3 Van Pell, 5-9 Gorilla Warclare, 7-2-7 Geordie Racer, and 9-7 Loose Cannon.
And we are off. 6 seconds into this jam, we have 1-9 from Granite City. That will be Udder Mayhem. She is your lead jammer. And just leaving the pack on their initial pass, we have got 1-0 Little Sister for Bath. First scoring pass completed. Udder Mayhem calls the jam. 4 points on the board for Granite City, 0 for the Spartans. Well, that was a nice clean start.
Oh, everyone behaved, which is always nice.
Yes, nobody seems to be in the box. I
Nobody
like that.
in prison.
Skater prison.
Skater prison.
Another set of awesome officials there. Really rocking the grey today.
Absolutely.
So, Jam 2, we have got 2 jammers out. We've got Bex Rated for Granite City.
And 727 Geordie Racer for Bath. Look, I'm from up north. I'm going to say Bath, not Bath.
And Bath have the lead jammer. I'm from everywhere.
Everywhere.
Granite City Pivot has been sent to the box on a clockwise block. Bath Jammer is just coming up on the back of the pack. The Granite City Jammer is about half a lap behind them. Just getting through past the first blocker, foremost blocker, and the jam is called. That will be 4 points for the Spartans. Bath Spartans. Oh, is it meant to be like Spa Town?
Oh, yeah.
Spa-town.
Oh, I see what they did there now.
Right, so that's 1 lead jammer apiece, and it's 4 points apiece.
Oh, it's all very fair.
Yes. Well, until number 2-7 in grey gets on, and then it's Unfairly.
Oh.
Let's see who's jamming this time. It's some skaters. There are 2 blockers in the box for the Northern Fights. And there is a lead jammer being awarded to Bath. Number 17.
Yeah, number 17, that is Conway the Barbarian, who's also a team captain.
That's a little bit of extra information. There has been a star stash, and that would be Cami Tazzy with the face makeup. Remember that from yesterday, face makeup, Cami Tazzy.
So Conway the Barbarian has called off the jam. They took 4 points there for the Spartans. Spartan.
I do find myself doing that with derby names. I just like keep saying it. What does it mean? Why is it?
What does it mean?
And sometimes it's just their surname. And I'm whoopsie.
Oops.
It's a whole new jam. Jam 4.
We've got Udder Mayhem for Granite City and Rivzilla for Bath.
And it's Udder Mayhem, number 1-9, who gets out first and is declared lead. But very, very close behind them, we have got another skater. What did you say their name was?
Rivzilla.
1, 2, 4, 4. I can do the numbers.
Good, because I can't.
Clever call off there.
A clever, crafty call off.
Udder Mayhem
point.
just got round, called it just before the opposing jammer scored a point.
So
well
just 1
done,
point
you.
for Granite City there.
And we've got after 4 jams, Northern Fights have had 2 lead jammers. Bath have had 2 lead jammers. It's 5 to the Northern Fights and 8 to Spartans, just creeping into the lead there. I've bumped my head on that thing that Boots bumped the head on, and I should have learnt.
Oh, there's there's a little corner there.
Yeah, avoid bumping your head, people at home. This is good advice.
General safety tip.
Yeah. So just being knocked out, getting a no pass, no penalty, and being denied lead jammer because of that. 589 is out of finishing their initial pass on their first scoring pass, while the opposing jammer is still in the pack. So Granite City are scoring, and Bath can do nothing about it except try and impede her. Ooh.
So jamming for Bath is Assassinator, still trapped, dealing with last few blockers, but then swarmed by Granite blockers, and they must feel like they're made of granite at this point. Almost a whole way around the track, and still not out. They are just waterfalling around them.
Yes, lapped again. Eligible for lead should they get out cleanly, but that isn't looking so likely because we've got just, as you say, the waterfalling, the constant hits. There was an out of play block for a Granite City skater who is now going to the box, but even with 3, I think the Bath jammer will find it tricky. A little bit of offence there.
So back straighted for Granite City, dealing with some Bath offence, with a little help from her blocker friend, doing a bit of offence.
Assassinator getting recycled and recycled. Bex Rated has gone to the box. Oh, that looked like a forearms to me. Yeah, it looked like the forearms to the referee as well. So was that
9-7?
It was a skater who had numbers on their back.
9-7, loose cannon.
Yes. So just a poorly timed block, I think, there that ended up with the forearms causing impact. Just one to pass, and lead jammer has been issued with no seconds remaining on that jam. So
Oh yeah, literally down to
the
1
wire,
second.
yeah.
Then
So couldn't do
lead.
much with lead jam, but they will get a tick from me for. That's what you get if you get lead jammer.
It all gets in the stats book.
Mimey stats are the best stats because they're very inaccurate and kind of biased often. So anyway, so it's jam 6 then.
So that is. Hold your arm still so I can see your numbers, Jammer.
589 remains the jammer, just being released from the penalty box.
And that is Geordie Racer in yellow, jamming for Bath. But they have just been issued a cut track penalty, so this will be a power jam for Granite City for Bex Rated.
And I think that was Thorn Supremacy who got an elbows penalty issued against them. Bex Rated is your lead jammer. Bex Rated is scoring the points.
Always handy.
1, 2, 4. Trying to recycle, Bex Rated ends up clockwise blocking one of the Granite City blockers and ends up getting sent off for that. So wasn't stopped by the block themselves, but counter blocked and did a naughty. So a bit of a revolving door in the penalty box, as oft there is.
It is. Skaters need to behave.
Indeed, another 5 points there for Granite City. Spartans on 8. Granite City scoring all the points. Oh, that looked like a clockwise. Yeah, it was a clockwise block. Yes.
I like it when the skater sort of knows. They're just like,
Yeah.
you got me.
I done it.
That were me. Oh, a star pass to unfairly the Granite City pivot. So they will now be the jammer for Granite
no
City.
points were scored on that last scoring pass. So to be fair, Bex Rated had done 2 jams in a row. 7-2-7. That would be Geordie Racer is now out of the pack. Just coming up for their first scoring pass with 7 seconds on the clock.
Oh, wow.
Can they get anything? They can get a full complement of 4.
They
Go
will
on
take those and run.
Really clear signal from Skew there saying, yep, that was 4.
Them are for you. You can have them.
So, big difference in the scores now. So 12 points scored by Granite City in that jam to just 4 for the Spartans. Taking us to 29-12, so 17 points spread there. Easily bridged, but when will they do it? Will they do it?
Will they do it?
Will anybody score any more points in this game?
They might.
We mustn't
I
assume.
must never assume. So we're having a bit of track repair pair. I think that's what we're waiting on. Well, the refs are having a little discussion. Maybe about what's for tea.
I'm always sure it's sandwiches they're talking about.
Yeah, I think it is.
You see Julius there standing thinking, I don't want tomato in my sandwich.
No, same.
Whereas Razor just seems to be saying, you'll have what you're given.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You get what you're given.
and you'll be grateful.
You will be.
So I'm just trying this northern thing.
You try it out. You're doing all right.
Oh, thank you.
You can have it.
Oh, tar pet.
Ta.
There we go. All right, Duck.
All right.
And we have got number 17, Conway the Barbarian, jamming for Bath. Up against them, we have got the jammer in the box, which was 2-7 in the last jam, I believe.
Yeah, unfairly. I'm not judging the call. That's her name.
Yeah, popular jammer for Northern Fights yesterday. Sometimes when there's been a star pass, you do worry about that new jammer going into subsequent jams if they're penalised.
Yeah.
But we've seen some excellent jamming from 2-7 yesterday, who is now out of the engagement zone, but level with the Bath jammer.
Who calls off the jam?
Didn't want to risk giving away any points.
Oh no, protect that 0 points.
Oh, we've got a jammer jumping on the line there, taking a few steps back. Sometimes it can be good to have that run up and not be too close to the opponents. Oh, so
Plus the smell.
That was 0-0 apparently on that jam.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really tough jams. The defence is very heavy on both sides.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Ooh.
So here we have 3, 6, 9. Is that showtime?
No, it's Kamatazi.
No. Of course it's Kamatazi. 3-6-0 for Granite. Kamatazi is your lead jammer.
And jamming for Bath, it's Scaitlin. Just
her first time out as jammer in this game so far. Well, it's Kamatazi's second stint as jammer.
And into the box, Kamatazi goes.
Well, that's messed up the lead situation, hasn't it?
Have a word.
So, no pass, no penalty for Scaitlin. So, not issued lead. Obviously, lead was already closed, so they couldn't. 2 blockers on track for Granite City. What can they do?
They can stop them.
Scaitlin looks pretty agile.
Now, it's 3 blockers now.
Oh, good, yeah. Showtime doing some effective blocking there, but when you've got an agile skater, what can you do? There is a pack. It's right at the front here, and very stretched out our engagement zone here. So 360 just slides through the pack, getting 4 points.
Yeah, after her stint in crime prison.
Naughty skater crime prison.
Naughty skater, straight to crime prison. So they are on their next lap very quickly.
Oh,
taking a friend down with them.
Well, 1, 2, 4, 4 seem to be blocking all the way to the ground.
Committed.
Well, that's one way of saying it. And
lovely side surf from Scaitlin, and now both jammers are neck and neck.
A little apology from Kamitazi.
I'm very sorry.
Was that just after the jam? So on that jam, 14 points were awarded to Spartans. Just 8 for Northern Fights, but it's nice to see both teams getting something. We don't want anybody to go home empty-hearted in this game, do we?
It's all fair.
Except for unfairly.
Team timeout for the Spartans.
So they are 11 points behind. They've just had a good jam. Lead has been fairly evenly distributed. Yeah, half and half. So it seems that Granite City are doing a little bit more when they have got lead.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe, it's been a few jammer penalties as well. Mind you, it's mainly been Granite City jammer penalties. So, according to my stats, which may or may not be accurate, who can know? according to this, yeah, Granite are doing better despite having more jammer penalties. So make of that what you will.
See, the trouble with that is if they keep getting jammer penalties, they may not
Have
carry
any
on
jammers.
do so well. Yeah, they may not have any jammers.
And while they've got, how many have they got here? 1, 2, 3. They're only skating with 10. Whereas looks like Bath have got a full roster. So that sort of thing. As the game goes on, each skater will be working for longer, respectively.
Yeah,
And it's so much easier to commit those misjudgments that can end up with penalties when you're not as mentally sharp because you're exhausted because you haven't stopped working. Right, so we are starting Jam 9 now. We've got loads of people in the box, but we have got
Loads.
Udder Mayhem as lead jammer, about half a lap behind.
We've got Conway the Barbarian.
Udder has hit the pack, has got the points, is calling it. Collision after the whistle there.
Collision and Smile, so
Oh dear. Well, Conway has been penalised for that.
that was naughty.
Yeah. I guess you think you're still skating, but the jam has ended. You need to control your arrival at the pack. It's just not acceptable to do otherwise.
No matter how much everyone's smiling.
Yeah, smile all you like. You're still going to box.
Yep.
So 2 Bath skaters on track, both blockers. No pass, no penalty there, but then she did legally pass. She legally passed her.
Beck's rated jamming for Granite City, so but not lead, apparently.
Sorry. And yes, lots of points being earned by Beck's rated there.
5 whole points. Beck's going in for another pass, just tapped to the outside by Thorn Supremacy.
A little bit of a recycle there. Thorn Supremacy not taking their eyes off them. Really focused there, rejoining with some more of the blockers. Lead has now been issued to the second skater to exit the pack.
That is Conway the Barbarian of Bath. Some lovely footwork there from Conway. Taking 5 points for Bath.
I'm surprised they haven't called it. Maybe get a few more points. It's more important to get points than to maintain the point difference because obviously both teams are scoring. Yes, you can call it. And
We will
call it
allow
they
this.
do.
Call it they do.
Right.
So we've got Geordie Racer jamming for Bath, and I want to say Kamatazi because of the face paint. That's right.
360 Kamatazi.
Kamatazi. So yeah, Kamatazi jamming for Granite City in grey. Kamatazi getting right up close and personal with that wall, getting some offense from 407, Joe Mama.
360 though is already lead jammer.
So Bath Jammer signalling everyone, just skate away, run away. Don't be a point, basically.
We had Granite City blocker just trying to make a little bit of space at the end. Was that a blocking out of bounds? Okay, 1785 got a blocking out of bounds penalty there, Thorn Supremacy. A skater who has been very, very useful, doing a lot of very helpful offense and defensive play there. But the more you do, the more opportunities you have to raise the anger of the referees,
do it wrong,
who will smite you.
Well, they actually won the player award of the last game against Norfolk. They got the prize for being secret weapon.
Number 19 Udder Mayhem is your lead jammer. sneaking back around to a pack of 3 Bath blockers against 4 Granite City. And they were no bother for Udder Mayhem, who just slid through. A little bit of goating going on at the back of the pack, so all the Granite City blockers just dictating the speed that the pack goes at.
Yeah,
you've got 1 point,
back.
you've got the other 2 that were not points, and you're on.
And you're on.
Another 5-point pass there. Obviously, the jammer was scored on while they were not on the track.
And Geordie Racer for the Bath Spartans has returned to play from the penalty box. No points for either jammer on that pass, but 10 altogether for Granite City on that jam, and 0 point for Spartans.
So Northern Fights just edging it in terms of how many times they've got lead. It helps.
So we've got Rivzilla for Bath jamming against Kamatazi for Granite City. Kamatazi looking quite far ahead in the pack. Will they pass that last blocker? They will. They've taken lead jammer.
There just seems to be a real determination and a focus on the faces of the skaters for Granite City. Not that Bath don't want it, but...
I thought you just meant the face paint.
No.
They've painted a determined face.
It just looks like nothing is going to stop them. And I feel that somehow Bath seem to be a little bit held back, reserved. They seem to be playing Granite City's game rather than playing their own game here.
This Granite's first game of the day, is that right?
Possibly.
I know this is definitely Bath's second game of the day. They played Norfolk very early this morning.
It was very early. Very early to be doing sports on a Sunday.
Absolutely.
But we had to be here, so they might as well be playing for us.
Yeah, come on. Entertain us. Well, it's not entertaining us, it's giving us something to do, the announcing.
Yeah, I mean, what else would we be doing? We'd just be lying down, drinking tea.
In the street.
Being spat at by passers-by.
Again.
All right, so the scores really are extending here. So 77 for the Northern Fights now. They got 10 on that last jam. Only 36, so that's a little less than half the points that Northern Fights have got.
Yeah, they've gone from a sort of relatively small differential to it's really stretched out now. Granite City really, really pulling away. We've got Bex Rated jamming for Granite City. Just been knocked off, but it looks like Skatelin for Bath has taken lead jammer.
And Bex Rated has been removed from this jam for a cut track.
So we may have spoken too soon. Maybe Bath are going to change things up. Sometimes it just takes a power jam or two to cause a bit of upset.
Getting very good attention from the outside pack referees there. I'm enjoying their rotation. I'm enjoying the way they're looking. So misconduct there against the pivot for Granite City. So not only do Bath have lead jammer, they've also got a big advantage on track. We're holding a goat at the back there until the Granite jammer came back, in which case they turned their attention to that skater. But even so, the pack was no effort for 109 Skatelin to get through. There's been a forearm. There's been something else. Everything's happening. We can't possibly keep up with it all.
No, absolutely.
Granite jammer going back for a sit down.
Oh, see, this is what I say about penalties when there's, like you said, when there's less of them.
Things are nicer for your team. Or fewer of them.
Fewer of...
Yes, I must use correct grammar at all
Correct
times.
grammar. We are being recorded.
Yes.
And Skatelin for Bath calls off the jam.
Just 19 seconds remaining. Skater 109 calls it off.
And that was a 15-point jam for Skatelin and Bath.
Not bad. So that has brought the scores a lot closer. 77 to Granite City, 51 to Bath. So
Just takes a power jam.
26 points in it, yeah, so nothing at all. There are 5 seconds until the next jam. Toot.
Toot, off we go.
And we're off, so yes.
Thorn Supremacy on their first actual jamming duties for Bath.
Gets through, but... Oh, is that... No, it was a misconduct.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, dear.
I thought they were just pointing at each other.
Yeah, I wasn't sure for a moment.
So Thorn Supremacy takes sit down for 30 seconds in the penalty box. Meanwhile, Bex Rated for Granite City is back on track as the active jammer.
It's not nice if your first outing as jammer is the one where you get penalised. It's
yeah, especially if you're like a misconduct or something.
Yeah.
It's very naughty.
It was blocking a down skater, I think, if I recall correctly. So Granite City have lead jammer once again. Straight from the box into lead and on a scoring pass. Just sneaking around on the outside. Seems to be they're leaving the edge a little bit unprotected there. That seems to be where they're getting through.
Yeah,
quite
they're
a
not
few times.
quite blocking all the way to the line.
There was an illegal procedure when Thorn Supremacy returned to the track. I didn't see what it was. Perhaps leaving before instructed. Yeah, that was a cut. And perhaps a re-entering illegally. Is that under illegal procedure? Oh, I haven't read the rules in a while.
But anyway, it's going to be a jammer switcheroo.
Yes.
As Bex Rated has been sent to the box, which means Thorn Supremacy will be released.
There are 32 seconds remaining on this jam, and neither jammer is eligible to shorten that. So Thorn Supremacy. Oh dear, that was a very illegal re-entry, my dear. Yeah, Bex Rated took off the helmet cover and just re-entered in front of multiple players. Call me old-fashioned, but no, I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
So Thorn Supremacy getting out the front is now completed the initial pass only with 1 second remaining, and it's done. So
yeah, I think that was a jam they just wanted to be over.
Yeah, just please stop it, make it end. Spartans didn't get any points on that one, but 5 were awarded to Northern Fights. It's a long jam, just 5 points. That's you know your jammers were
hard work.
They didn't get much of a chance there, did they?
It looks like Granite City jammers just needing a bit of medical attention at the penalty box.
That was Bex Rated. We hope that she is absolutely fine.
So just over 5 minutes remaining.
Oh gosh, I do find that first half goes so fast.
It does. Second half always goes sort of normal speed,
yeah,
but the first half is over so quickly.
I feel like a human when I'm calling the second half, and the first half I feel like it's kind of a robot, just barking observations.
So scores at the moment, we've got 51 to Bath and 77 to Granite City.
Very close.
It's someone's birthday. I'm not sure whose, but the house announcers are singing happy birthday.
Oh, Brom is really going for it as well.
That's not Brom.
Oh no, that's Beast.
Beast.
Oh, I do apologise. They all look the same, men.
I know. Tall men with glasses.
Yeah. Big hands, big hearts, I don't know. Well, I hope they have a very happy birthday, whoever they are.
Happy birthday, whoever you are.
Maybe it's the paramedics doing a wonderful job there. Maybe
Good
it's
job.
me. Is it my birthday? I don't know.
Happy birthday.
I don't think it's my birthday.
Is it my birthday?
Well, happy birthday to you.
Oh, happy birthday to anyone who's
happy
watching and
Sausage
listening.
Day.
Every day is Sausage Day.
I'll take a Linda McCartney, please. Oh, is that advertising? Should I not have said that? Other sausages are available.
Other non-meat sausages are available, and meat sausages, just all kinds.
Carrot and hummus sausage, please.
Correct.
We've got Bex Rated still in the penalty box. We have got a Bath jammer on the jammer line. The blockers are spaced out. We've got Bath at the sides and Granite City really maintaining a clot in the middle. Hips knocked her out, the hips of Udder Mayhem, who then got knocked a little bit out. Everybody just seems to be drawn to the infield. Clockwise block for 2-3-3, which is Vampelli.
So Bex Rated just got lead jammer.
straight out the box, got lead. And Steph Frigette is being recycled, dragged back. Apparently by, oh no.
No, not by anyone, it's finished.
Oh! Oh! I heard the whistles.
Did you wonder why her own team was recycling?
Yeah, that was what I was
Bit
about
harsh.
to tell you. Yeah, you're not jamming again, we don't like
No,
you.
we don't like you.
Which is how they talk in Bath.
Yeah, definitely.
I've been there once, you know why. Cosmopolitan as I am. One blocker apiece in the penalty box. 360, that's Kamitaze making headway at the front, but getting recycled a little bit. Forced to reset. They just seem to be everywhere. They're moving with each other.
Bit of fancy footwork there. On one leg, Conway the Barbarian takes a lead jammer for Bath.
Star pass attempted, star pass completed. So your new jammer is 314 Lizzie Rascal.
And Conway the Barbarian for Bath calls off the jam after seeing that star pass. Did not want Lizzie Rascal scoring anything.
Who can blame them?
Who can blame them? But they did get 4 points for Bath.
Which takes us now, we've got 82 for Granite City Northern Fights, 55 for Bath Spartans. Or Bath Spartans.
Bath Spartans.
I'm not sure what my natural state on the Bath thing
You
is.
don't
I
even
don't know
know.
what my real...
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, I've overthought
Don't
it
know
so
who I
much.
am anymore.
Yeah, I've lost myself.
And that is a quickly snatched lead jammer status for Bath.
Geordie
Jammer is
Racer.
Geordie Racer.
Oh,
Udder Mayhem is also out of the pack there, completed their initial pass. Eligible to score. Geordie allows it.
there is no pack. There is a pack. Razor expertly monitoring when pack is or isn't.
So 4 points scored for Bath and no points scored for Granite City.
Oh, well, Bath will like that, won't
Bath
they?
will like that. Think of all the Baths they can have to celebrate. I do love that the Bath chant is, "What time is it?"
Bath time.
Bath time.
I haven't heard that.
Absolutely perfect.
That is good. I do like that. Lead jammer has been awarded to 360 Kamitaze.
But closely behind them for Bath, it's 109. That's Caitlin.
Caitlin. Will there be any points or must it be called?
It must be called. But did Bath maybe get one? Is that a 2? That's a 2.
Some more than none, less than everything.
Exactly.
Do we need more detail than that? Does that ever matter?
No.
Yeah.
So Bath have pulled that score up to 61 and Granite City are on 86. We've just got less than 2 minutes left of this half.
Wow. Blink and you'll miss it. So Northern Fights just maintaining that little lead over Bath. Nothing to really relax into, though.
No.
Not that you should ever relax.
No, no relaxing.
I've seen 100 points overcome.
That's a multiplayer block issue to 1244 for Bath. Rivzilla.
And lead jammer has been awarded to, is that Udder Mayhem?
I want to say
Udder
yes.
Mayhem. Yeah.
Udder Mayhem.
Go on then, Udder Mayhem. Close on their heels, Conway the Barbarian.
I think Conway just got one cheeky point there.
All the whistles.
All the whistles.
Nice to see Skew just checking there weren't any not on the track points that needed to be included in the score. Very good practice.
Good, good. Got Kamitaze on the jam line again for Granite City, taking on someone. Someone in yellow. That's the main thing.
Will we get to 100 points before the break? We've got 40 seconds on the period, 2 minutes on the jam clock.
That's Geordie Racer jamming for Bath.
Who has got lead?
Kamitaze.
Oh, sorry, Kamitaze has got lead.
Geordie Racer is out, approximately half a lap behind Kamitaze.
Easy sweep through on the outside while the Granite City blockers were holding the bath blockers in place. That's what we like to see, making it really, really easy for your jammer.
Always good.
6 seconds on the clock. And the period has finished.
So that is half time, 15 minutes. See everyone gathering themselves, gathering their thoughts. We're going to take a little break.
I've been Miming.
I've been Sausage.
We will speak to you shortly.
Speak to you directly in a minute.
Anyway, we have got just over half a minute. Jam timer is cautiously tracking back to be in position for that 5-second call.
Yeah, they're like, dare I?
Referees taking their positions on the outside.
Everyone's smiling. That makes me happy.
We seem to have we got 2 alts at the moment? We seem to have 2 referees with their stripes covered. One on the infield, one by the penalty box.
Well, stealth. Alts.
I've certainly been the second alt on a game that had 9 referees.
Oh wow!
Just for lols. With Monty Fu from the Men Behaving Derby, in fact.
Oh.
We had a lovely game. Anyway, there has been a forearms penalty issued against number 19, Udham Mayhem from Granite City, allowing
a power jam. Allowing
Geordie Racer to take lead, who is now on a scoring pass, coming up on the pack. Just touching in with teammates, got 1 point, got 2 points. Oh, well.
Get a couple more.
Yeah,
maybe.
technically got.
Hey, there you go. No,
Ow,
denied.
Surely that was out of bounds. You can't do that, surely. Naughty.
They did.
Don't be naughty.
Don't be naughty. Everyone behave.
Yeah.
So, poor old Geordie Racer getting tracked almost halfway back around the track.
So just on the first scoring pass there, when Udham Mayhem returns from the box. And Udham Mayhem is making their way through and has completed that initial pass.
Yeah, Granite City really going for like breaking the jammer spirit. They're very much not letting, but the jammer will get through and that last blocker will knock them out, and then they'll do a massive stretched back recycle halfway around the track, like what they've just done. Breaking my heart.
In my one experience of playing roller derby, which I would like to put in heavy inverted commas, which was ref the refs, that happened to me, and it was just soul destroying to have it happen once. I don't know how skaters come back again and again and again and just keep doing it. The mental game is tough with some of these. We have some new jammers. That could be it's 360. That's Kamitaze, who just got battered and then just found a passage through and is now your lead jammer. Meanwhile, Conway, the Barbarian, is still in the pack. There's been a little bit of a pile-up between Van Pell and
someone
else on the other team.
Jam is called by Kamitaze. Conway obviously does not get to score anything for Bath. But 4 points on the board for Granite City.
Oh, they'll like that.
They like that. They like points. Most teams do.
Just 98 points here, so just under the century.
Oh, getting ready to smash it up, that century.
32 points ahead, so... Looked like maybe Spartans were going to come out stronger. They got the first lead jammer of this period, but... Granite, they just like earning points, don't they, Granite City?
They do. I think most teams like a point.
Clockwise block against a Bath blocker.
And that is Stefra Jet jamming for Bath.
Who was still caught up in the pack. Got called lead. A slightly slow cut track was issued. So your only jammer on track is 589 Bex rated. While Steffrajet is having a lovely little sit down in the penalty box, yes. This is Steffrajet's second time jamming in this game, first time this period. So just did one jam in the first half.
Yeah, she came in near the end of the first half, didn't she?
Oh, but the other jammer's gone to the box now. So Bex Rated has gone for a lovely little sit down.
For a jammer switcheroo.
So Funkus Puck is signalling that she is 176 is not lead. Steffrajet is not the lead jammer. Maybe making it extra clear because she was lead when she went to the box.
So Steffrajet knocked to the outside by the Granite City blockers. So still trying to get out, trying to score points.
Bex Rated getting past just on tape and fumes, I think, there.
Oh, we all.
New t-shirt design?
Yep. Another cut track issue to Steffrajet.
Poor old Steffrajet.
So that'll be a blow for Bath. Early Bath tonight. Straight to bed.
And without too much trouble, 5 points there for Bex Rated, who is back on track. And on a roll. The jam is called because it runs out of seconds.
Hate when that happens. You run out of seconds.
Happens to me at work, like all the time. Like, go home, but I've got paperwork I really love to do. So.
Oh, no.
Oh. What can you do? So we are going into jam 4.
And Udder Mayhem giving the signal for her blockers to charge forwards. Make some room, make way. As Udder Mayhem for Granite City takes lead jammer.
Just rolling around the foremost opposing blocker there. I do like those moves. Oh, everybody taking a little sit down. Another nice scoring pass there for Udder Mayhem. 5 points. Presumably getting some not on the track points. Right, Steffrajet is now out and is not lead jammer. Can Udder Mayhem get some points before they are required to call it? Yes, indeedy. Another 4 points, extending that lead, so 9 points on that jam to 0 for Bath Spartan.
So Granite City Northern Fights really pulling forward now, 122 points. And Bath Spartans are at 66.
So that's almost half the points of Granite City now.
Maths.
Things are not looking so good. Actually, it's pronounced Marths.
Bath, Marth.
That's the only logical conclusion. If it's Bath, it's Marth.
Yeah, Marth.
There's been a multiplayer block, and yellow 18 is going for a sit down, and grey 360 is going for a sit down, and yellow 17 is that 1-1
going for a sit down.
07. Yeah. Let's keep the blockers nice and busy. And all that paperwork is not easy. So the Granite City blockers are being broken up there by Thorn Supremacy. So they were really, really controlling how far Geordie Racer could get through.
Geordie Racer seems to be struggling to get around those blockers. Seems like they've had a tiring time. It's understandable.
Is Leeds still open? Has anybody been declared? Obviously 360 cannot get it now because they have been penalised in this jam. There's been a cut track on a blocker, and lead is declared finally for Geordie Racer.
With 40 odd seconds left on the jam clock. That's taken a long time.
Yep, Kamitaze is already on a scoring pass and has just completed their scoring pass coming back round. So Geordie Racer could have called it before they completed their scoring pass, maybe. Chose not to. And now Kamitaze is back, scoring more delicious points.
Delicious.
At which point Geordie Racer calls the jam, earning some points for Bath. Yeah, it's a number between none and a few. It's 2.
Is it 2? Right, there we go.
2.
We can see it now. 2 points for Bath on that jam. Just over 21 minutes to go. Scores are at 129 to Granite City and 68 points to Bath.
They're still fighting for it. I feel like there's more of a determination about Bath in the second period. They seem a little bit more focused, just a bit braver in the way they're kind of approaching opposing skaters.
Yeah, I think sometimes that half-time break sorts out a team, just perks them up. They have a little rest. I mean, like I say, this is definitely Bath's second game of the day. I'm not sure about Granite City, to be honest. So yeah, they are going to be a bit more tired if this is Granite City's first game of the day.
Dear, a lot of blocking out of play there. That's a bit of a naughty.
It's a bit.
Oh, I lost sight of the jammer for a bit there because they took the helmet cover off. So Scaitlin
can't see ya.
He's getting round. Did Scaitlin get any points before the jam was called? Oh, there's been more. Is that a low block or a misconduct? Very similar hand signal. Oh, looks like there's 2 penalties being signalled there.
And 2 points as well for Bath.
By the ref with the magnificent beard.
Which one?
The magnificent beard.
They've all got magnificent beards.
Well, no, some of them have triumphant beards.
Oh, just triumphant.
Some of them have resplendent beards.
Resplendent. Oh, wow.
Particularly a big fan of Razor's beard, obviously.
Oh, that one's definitely a resplendent.
Yes. If invisible.
That's why it's so magical.
And it's a lead here for number 17 in yellow. That is Conwy the Barbarian. Sorry, I started thinking about Conwy Castle and Welshness happened in my head. It's okay, it's in my heritage.
That's fine. So, Conwy the Barbarian, or Conwy Castle, as you're calling it now.
Castle the Barbarian.
Castle the Barbarian. Conwy the Castle.
Has called the jam.
Jam, that's what I was getting to. Jam's been called.
No points for 4 points for Spartans, but no points for Granite City, Aberdeen. Yes. Really coming from different ends of the United Kingdom, aren't they?
Yeah. Geography.
Indeed.
So nothing we can't do. Maths for me.
Well, it's been fine so far.
It's because you've not asked me any difficult questions.
So what's the point differential at the moment then, Sausage?
Shut up. Right,
64.
I'm going to have to take my shoes off, count my toes.
64, you haven't got that many toes.
Well, how do you know?
I've been secretly spying on your feet.
Well, stop that.
Yeah, that also, let's go back to the conversation about consent we were having earlier.
Yeah,
we don't secretly spy on people's feet.
We don't look at people's feet without permission, especially at night through their window. We don't look at people through their window at all.
Unless
generally.
They've given express consent.
It seems like a bit of an odd thing to do. I give you permission to look at me through my window.
There has been a timeout called by Granite City, and they went onto track without a pivot, but the panty entered before the jam started, so that helmet cover is allowed in play now.
That is allowed.
All is good.
It's all good.
Oh, massive hole and a total path on the outside that Udder Mayhem made great use of there.
Absolutely marvellous. So, Udder Mayhem for the Northern Fights Granite City takes lead. Jammer.
Meanwhile, Steffridgett ducks down to just get past the last blocker there to no avail because
not allowed.
Udder Mayhem has scored the points. No, has not scored the points, but has called the jam. Oh, maybe had scored the points, they were dropped off and then called the jam.
They just dropped them off.
Yes.
In a little points basket.
Yeah. So by the time the jam was called, there were 0 further points, but they had been issued already.
We know what we mean. You probably don't.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately, we know.
Our job at the moment, if you can call it a job, the wages are terrible.
I know.
All I got was a picture of Bear.
I know. I don't even know what to do with it.
And a piece of rocky road. That'll do. Oh, beautiful there. No pass, no penalty. And then she has subsequently passed legally, but has been knocked out by somebody else. This is that Scaitlin?
It is. But Kamatazi sneaking in, took lead jammer for Granite City, and has now just scored some more points. Another. No, I lied. I must have scored something. Anyway, they've got a cut track penalty, so this will be a power jam for Bath.
Box is really full there. 3 blockers, 2 for Granite, 1 for Bath, 1 jammer. And Bath's jammer is scoring 5, as they say, in the sky. A grand slam.
Grand slam.
Le slam grand.
Le slam grand.
Super jam.
Ah, oui. Le super jam.
So
I'll be fine for the World Cup.
No points issued that time, and Funkus Puck is signalling no pass, no penalty. Presumably no passes plural. No penalties plural.
That was quite a tough pass for Scaitlin. Heavy resistance coming from the Granite City blockers.
But they have earned 5 points this time.
Yeah.
Which is helping the scores creep up in Bath's favour.
I'm sure soon Spartans will be getting through that century mark.
Oh, was that a high block there issued for yellow 9-7?
Possibly.
Loose cannon.
Loose cannon.
So Kamitaze is on the track again and scoring the points.
All of
Another
them.
4 there, yeah. So despite a quite extensive sit down, 8 points for Northern Fights, taking them to 150. But with a mighty 14 points, the Spartans have gone up to 88. So is that 62 points difference?
Yeah, that was a nice tasty jam for Bath. I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah.
14 points.
But still a
One of the
very,
highest scoring jams.
very hefty difference between the two teams there. How long have we got? We've got half a period left. Just under 16 minutes left.
We are on an official timeout.
Jammer referees there, Funkus Puck and Orlaskew, ensuring that everything was correct with those points and which one were lapping the other jammer, which ones were just getting into lapping position.
Yeah.
It can be a little confusing. It's much more helpful to the jammer referees if the skaters could stay on track.
Yeah, could you? Do you mind?
Yeah. Should be maybe like, you've got lead jammer, let's give you 10 points and start a new jam.
Gone. Oh, have we?
I think Thorn Supremacy may have fulfilled all of her penalty requirements.
Oh dear, so we've had a foul out for Bath.
You don't get penalties if you don't do anything. So
yeah, this is true. You've been busy, Thorn.
Yeah.
Good job. Although they've got a medic with them, are we sure?
Yeah.
I'm sure they're not hurt.
And Dracula going over to see if they can offer any assistance as
Can
well.
I rub your penalties away?
Oh no, this is a scoring pass. We got so distracted.
I know. The thing is, people can't even see what we were on about.
So Utter Mayhem got out, had a scoring pass, and as they were coming up on their second scoring pass, the Bath Jammer had also finished their initial pass, and so to prevent any points being scored by the opposition, hips were tapped repeatedly. To which the referees replied by tooting fourthly.
Tooting fourthly?
I can abuse the English language. I've got a degree.
Can. No, I'm not going to stop you.
I've got a degree in abusing the English language. So
yeah, whether you're qualified to abuse it.
Indeed. So that would be Kamitaze just kind of trotting through on the outside.
Trotting?
Like a rather delicate unicorn.
Oh.
And then, good timing there from Loose Cannon, who left that corridor open and then just closed the door. The hips there of Granite City's Joe Mama, knocking 176 Steffraget out of bounds. Steffraget now being recycled by Lizzie Rascal.
Yeah, Lizzie Rascal's been doing a lot of the old recycling work there on the Bath Jammers today.
Joe Mama's mum. Joe Mama's hips seem to be magnetically attached to Steffraget, and everywhere Steffraget tries to go, she just draws the hips with her, and ends up out of bounds.
There's Joe Mama.
So another scoring pass for 360. Kamitazi. Right, my stats are completely out of whack, so I'm going to stop trying to even record them.
Just draw some pictures instead.
Yeah. This is a picture of a delicate unicorn, because that's what reminds me of you.
Oh, Riptease sporting the Jammer Star now for Bath. There's been a cheeky star pass from Staffordette.
Everybody's scoring in that jam.
Hooray!
Let's see what the total is.
19-point jam for Granite City.
No bad.
Not bad. And a 3-point jam for Bath.
Well, that's
4 point.
That's nice for them.
That's nice.
They'll like that.
They've
worked
scoring
terribly
pass.
hard.
They have worked very hard.
Dreadfully hard.
Dreadfully hard.
So 174.92. Everything to play for still.
Always.
12 and a half minutes remaining. Oh. A persistent nudge there from Showtime.
Meanwhile,
Eventually knocking the jammer down.
Scaitlin taking a big knock off to the outside, being recycled back by the Granite City blockers.
Udder Mayhem scoring natural grand slams there. And here comes another one. Oh dear.
Have we?
Barocca Bama is crawling off track. We hope that they are okay.
Yeah, that was Skull and Cross Jones went in with a hit. It was assessed as a clockwise block, so they've gone to the penalty box. And yeah,
the medics are seeing to Barocca Bama.
Yeah.
We hope that they are just stunned and fine. Oh dear. So
Caitlin
got knocked by Rock and Riot into the feet of Magnificent Beard Ref. Oh, he's got beard in his name. What does he expect?
Oh, wow. Yeah. See?
Udder Mayhem calls the jam. There are just over 11 minutes remaining in this period. The medic's doing a wonderful job there. Always on call.
I much prefer it when the medics don't have anything to do.
Yeah, so, when I was head reffing,
medic.
yeah, I would say I hope you get really bored today and have nothing to do.
But it has been, unfortunately, quite a busy injury day so far.
I think it can be a problem when you have got these multi-game events that people are just skating so much. We get up so early.
Yeah, travelling.
And then you want to celebrate a little bit afterwards. You want to spend time with the people that you don't necessarily see very often.
Yeah.
It can add up to being, a little bit hard on the old body.
The old body. The old human body.
Yeah. Oh, have you got one of those as well?
Yeah, the old flesh prison.
Oh, tell me about it.
But yeah, we've got some lovely medics here this weekend to tend to our flesh prisons. They've been brilliant.
I can see Norfolk down there getting ready. Have they got another game in a minute?
I assume so. Either that or they just really like wearing their kit. I'm going to say they're against London Rock and Rollers next because I can spot a few of them.
No, lost my mouth. LRR are definitely playing against Rainy City. I remember that much.
Ah, right. All those just gathering here then.
Ages away. Are they playing against... Who did Bath play this morning?
Norfolk. No, you're on about Norfolk. Sorry, I was still thinking LRR then. Norfolk are playing themselves.
Well, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Did you not think?
We'll basically just be watching a scrimmage.
All right, new jam.
New jam, yeah.
Unfairly is
Pop
going up
the
against
table.
Conway the Barbarian. So Unfairly jammed quite a lot yesterday. Has taken a star pass today and jammed once, I think, in their own right. No, maybe only took a star pass.
Yeah, they definitely took a star pass.
But are jamming now and are battling against a wall of 3 mighty yellow blockers.
Yeah, they really are holding them up for a while. Meanwhile, Conway the Barbarian for Bath has having the same issue. Up against 2 blockers. Pack was quite stretched out, but now everyone's caught up again.
The natural natural grand slam Not a natural
And
Grand
oh,
Slam.
Oh, natural Grand Slam. Grand Slam.
There's been a Star Pass.
There has. There's been a Star Pass. And it has gone to the Assassinator, number 2, the Bath Pivot. Now the active jammer. Well, not because the jam has been called off.
It was beautiful while it lasted, though.
Oh, it was great.
We hope they enjoyed that
the
nice
memories.
That nice sprint around the outside.
Oh, little escape. Little skate about. It's nice.
You having a nice poo? I like the word poodle. Well, I should throw it into conversation more often.
Absolutely.
Well, we're just pootling around on the microphones here.
Always.
Having a marvellously pootly time.
Having a pootly time.
Oh, we've got 198 to 92, so that's 106 points ahead for Northern Fights from Granite City.
Granite City have just taken lead, and that was quite lovely because Order Mayhem just sort of skipped along the inside line, but their face didn't quite believe that space was free. And again, they've just taken a 5-point Grand Slam for Granite City. Meanwhile, Suffragette for Bath Spartans is still trapped in the pack. Getting a bit of offensive help. Oh, no one likes that.
And getting a bit of offensive.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
So, Suffragette for Bath is out of the pack.
About half a lap behind the pack, just slowing it down. Slow moving pack. So, Utter Mayhem calls it just as Suffragette is pootling up.
Pootling on up. And Granite City have smashed the second century. That was a 10-point jam, taking Granite City to 208 points. Spartans are tantalisingly close to their first century on 92.
I don't like to be premature with these things.
Uh-oh.
But I would find it hard to believe that in 8 minutes the Spartans could get over 100 points.
How dare
They
you.
need 116 points to draw even.
That's one hell of a power jam.
Yeah, we decided to use a helicopter to get around the track.
We decided we're trying out jetpacks.
Propeller Derby.
Propeller Derby 109. That is Skatelyn, not Suffragette, as the scoreboard wants me to believe.
How dare they?
How dare they? Yeah. So Suffragette takes lead jammer for Bath.
No, Skatelyn.
Skatelyn. Oh God.
Thank God that
Home
jam
time.
just ended. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll sweep that one under the carpet.
What
Off you
happened?
go.
I don't remember anything.
No, nothing. There was no jam of which to speak.
Oh look, there's some roller derby happening here.
Oh, how nice.
Let's have a chat about it.
Let's talk about that instead.
Right, so we are going into Jam 16 with 7 minutes on the clock. 209 plays 93 with Granite City leading. There has been a quadruple whistle which says that there is going to be some sort of a timeout, official timeout. Refs in the penalty box double checking their information, ensuring all is above board, ship shape and Bristol fashion. Is that a little bit biased because Bristol and Bath are so close together?
Yeah, true. They might take offence to that.
Okay.
Is there some sort of
ship shape and Perth fashion? I think Perth might be near Aberdeen.
Maybe.
Learning geographies.
Geographies.
Yeah.
So
anyway.
we've got Assassinator lining up on the jam line.
Do we indeed? That hasn't happened before.
Have they? I thought they'd only taken the Star Pass.
I think so, yeah.
So they've only taken Star Pass. So this is their first time jamming properly. Well, not properly. You know what I mean.
Yeah, starting as jammer.
A proper jam for Bath. And they are up against Utter Mayhem, who's been doing some beautiful work.
Yeah, Udder's been having a really good game.
Udder's had a stonking game.
Although they are being recycled at the moment.
Yeah, as soon as I say that, the worst jam of their life.
The Assassinator, despite being bashed repeatedly, taking a few knees there, is declared your lead jammer. So having a bit of a resurgence just at the end of this game. Oh, beautiful. Just a hop and a skip on the inside line.
Nice trouble-free pass.
It's that really dangerous position if you can get your pack to just on the turn.
Yep.
There's so much more to cover to stop the jammer getting past.
Especially if they've picked up a bit of speed as well, and they can just use that agility to maybe do an apex jump or just being a bit bold and just taking that inside line straight up. I think some blockers don't expect it.
Yeah.
They think they've covered it, but they haven't.
Just before calling off that jam from their knees, I think, or out of bounds.
From the knees.
Tapping the hips, but from the knees. The Spartans did make it to their century, their first century. 100 points.
Bob on the century.
And really nice for the maths here.
Yes.
I can tell you that Northern Fights are 114 points ahead at this point.
Hooray! Maths, everyone. Maths.
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 Maths for
Maths for baths. So, taking lead jammer is Granite City's Kamatazi.
And
Meanwhile,
the Bath jammer is
still
being
trapped.
repeatedly knocked out of bounds, hit to the floor. There has been a cut track. Somebody got penalised for hitting her, I think, but then they came on and perhaps they should have gone behind somebody else. Tricky to know. People keep moving.
Stop moving. We all stand still. So Kamatazi took a lovely tiny bit of space on the inside, hopped on through. Now they are commanding their blockers to get on with that bit of Granite City offense.
I have to say that was quite nice.
Oh, it's nice.
Nice. Yeah, we'll get my beautiful Birmingham tones in here. That was really nice.
It was nice.
All right, Bab.
Right, Kamatazi facing a bit of resistance from these last two blockers. Excuse me, coming through. Very polite. 5 points on the board again for Granite City.
Is that how jammers talk? Are they all?
Yeah,
oh, excuse me.
Oh, do you mind if I come
Please
through?
mind my forearms.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
I'd like to think that they are polite and friendly. Oh,
cut track. Is she
blocking out of bounds?
Oh, blocking out of bounds, was it?
Yeah, it's interesting. And I trust Fu Mandrew to get it right.
To get it right. He'll get it right.
A very powerful referee there on the outside. One of our tournament head referees, of course.
Oh, yes.
And all-round nice guy.
Of course.
He once cut my hedge.
Oh, good. I thought actually he once cut my hair. I'm like,
no, my hedge.
Your hedge.
Yeah, let me tell you, Fu Mandrew with a chainsaw is a sight to see.
Seems a bit much for a hedge, a chainsaw.
Oh,
what kind
trust
of hedge
me,
you got?
a really horrible hedge.
Oh, right, okay. I'm a bit scared of your hedge now. It's going to come and get me in the night.
Fear the bush. Anyway, back on track, we have got number 109, that's Skatelyn, while Kamatazi is sitting in the box. Looks a bit tired, I have to say. There are only 3 minutes and a few seconds to go in this period. And Skatelyn's just being swarmed by bodies in grey.
Yeah, really doing a lot of lateral skating, some sort of matrix-like manoeuvres.
A little bit of sitting down. And Assassinator helping out with a bit of... I wouldn't say it was offense, just maybe offering a bit of distraction.
Yeah, just a bit of smash them up. Hopefully they'll they'll leave my jammer alone.
A mild little apex jump there. Oh. Unfortunately, something went wrong. Kamatazi got on track, had a hop, sat back down in the penalty box.
Meanwhile, Skatelyn is lead jammer for Bath, just trying to find a safe passage through the pack. Finds it, scores 5 points.
So was that 1-4? Not sure which skater that 1-2 4-4. Rivzilla holding their head a little bit. Hope they're okay. Did have loads of people lying down on track for a while there.
Yeah, everyone is.
Kamatazi's back on track, being given a little bit of space on the inside line, but quickly shut down, quickly closed off. I feel like Bath know they can't win this game, but they can taunt their opponents a little bit, play with them.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you got to try and get that score differential down to a nice small number, regardless. Otherwise, you've come all this way.
Yeah.
You may as well.
Huge legal hits that is leading to Kamatazi being recycled way back half a track behind.
Yeah, that was a really long recycle. They really stretched out that pack like a concertina.
Or a really stretchy sausage.
What are you doing to sausages? This is abuse.
Yeah. You know those really stretched out sausages that Judge Tread was talking about earlier?
Yes.
Made of hummus and carrots, probably. I don't know.
Hummus and carrots are famously stretchy items.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Right. Conway the Barbarian jamming in yellow for Bath. Pushing and pushing.
Very urgent. A lot of urgency to her. The footwork.
Yeah.
Just like, I can get through. I've just got to keep going, keep going, keep going. Clockwise block to one of the Granite City blockers, I think.
Utter Mayhem takes lead
no,
jammer for Granite City. Just sneaking through. Dealt with their blockers. Only had to get around her own. Done. So
Job's a good un.
Job's a good un. Now this is probably going to be the last jam. Well, it is going to be the last jam because period clock's only got 20 seconds left. 1 minute something on the jam time. So, Utter Mayhem has had a fantastic game.
Yeah,
and continues
really,
to do
really,
so. Really getting in there.
Great form. A great kind of, seems very calm.
Yeah, I was about to say that. They just seem really chilled out.
Focused.
Take their time, yeah. Take their time, but
just that
not
looking
in a slow way.
As they come up to the pack on their scoring passes, just that kind of like surveying the scene.
Yeah, takes it all in, goes for what they need to do.
And lots of help from the blockers there.
Yeah, they're doing really good offense for them as well, which is always key.
Okay, someone has been sent off. No one seems to be going. No one seems to. I'm sure somebody got sent off then.
I think Suffragette, has the, well, they're the pivot, and they now have the star in their hand. So there's been...
I suspect they are pivot no longer.
No longer. So yeah, they've done a star pass. They are the jammer. They've not put the panty on yet. So
Utter Mayhem is in the box. The period clock has gone to 0. We have an unofficial final score for you.
So it looks like 112 to the Spartans.
244. So 17 points on that jam. Not
lovely. That was a nice big jam.
Not to be sniffed at.
That's me sniffing. I sniffed at it. What are you going to do?
So 32-point difference there at the end. When you think about how big the gap was at one point.
Yeah.
No, 132-point difference. Yeah.
Ignore the maths.
Yeah, ignore the bad math.
An
bad
amount.
Math.
Big whistle's gone. We're going to have a final confirmed score for you in a minute.
132 points difference there. I said nothing different at any point. My math is good.
My math is my math. Oh, there's a lovely, lovely dog pile of Granite City
There's a reason why
skaters.
dog piles are banned. That's not safe, you know.
It's okay. They're on the squashy mat things, crash mats, on the crash mats.
I hope that never happens to me. Let me just put it like that.
Consent. You do not ever consent to a dog pile.
No. I'd like to put that out there so everybody knows.
Out there into the universe so that everyone is aware.
Yeah, we've got some awards going on from the last men's game we had between Dorset and Men Behaving Derby. We've got the... who are these? Is it... Oh, it's Rebellion. That's who it is.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Rebellion are here.
Yeah.
Because I've not announced any of their games.
Me neither. Rebelli who?
Rebelli who? Yeah, who?
So it looks like Rebellion are getting ready to have another game. Norfolk have been here for ages.
Very prepared.
Very focused.
Maybe Rebellion are playing Norfolk?
That's what I am surmising at this juncture. Norfolk look very cheerful. Anyway, back on the track of the game that we actually are. We have our final score of 244 to 112. Skaters from both teams giving each other lots and lots of consensual love.
Consensual
which is
love.
good to see.
Oh.
Refs finishing up.
Consensually.
And I think we can leave you there.
Yeah, we'll leave you to your business.
And talk some more rubbish, but I think you've got better things to do with your life.
they've encouraged it enough, surely. Right then, I've been Battered Sausage.
And I have been Mimi. I still am.
You still are. I will be still up. I'm probably going to keep being sausage a while longer. But yeah, thanks for listening.
Lovely
and
talking
looking
to you.
at. Well, you didn't look at us. You're lucky. No, we look great. Anyway, sausage
Speak to you
out.
later.
Mimey out. Bye.